doing home workouts and not seeing results? These are the 3 things that are probably holding you back. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Leo Trowbridge back again. I am an online coach and PT, as you guys know, and I'm going to be explaining today the 3 common, as I just said, the 3 common mistakes people make in home workouts. But just before I do that, go check out the link in the description. The Lean Muscle Protocol has just dropped. £15, my personal program that will get you lean muscle as quickly as possible and as fast as possible. It's my personalized program that I use myself to get in the shape I have. Also go check out AMP's free workout, link in the description, use code LEO for 10% off at checkout. Hope you enjoy the video. So the first mistake people make is the lack of progressive overload. Now, this is very common with home workouts. People just do like a few push-ups, a few squats. And I'm not saying that's an issue because you're still getting it done, you're still taking action, which is more than most people do, but they don't increase the weight or the reps, and they're wondering why they're not starting to look different. Well, the thing that increases your strength and muscle mass and your body composition to look better is intensity. And a lot of people don't seem to understand that you need a new stimulus after maybe every 2 workouts or so, depending on the individual, your experience level, and how new you are to the gym. Say like if you're starting as a newbie, you'll get something called newbie gains and you'll be able to progress very quickly, whereas someone who's been training for 4 years, who's doing home workouts, they'll need to progress more gradually. So it all depends on your experience level, who you are, and your age demographic. All those type of things play into it. So the quick thing you can do to progress this is obviously heavier weight, more reps, and if you're going for endurance, maybe shorter rest times, but I would still suggest if you're strength training to have a good amount of rest. 3 minutes on isolations and maybe even 5 minutes on heavy compounds. It depends on the type of exercise you're doing. Say if you're doing heavy back squats, I would say 5 minutes because I find that the most taxing on my central nervous system and most people do. Whereas if you're just doing an isolation exercise, say like bicep curls, you only need about 3 minutes or so for that. Another thing is, especially at home, is exercise selection. Now, a lot of people don't choose exercises that are going to inherently benefit them or achieve their goals that they'd like to. That is very common, especially at home. I understand with limited equipment, people do like half reps of push-ups or their range of motion on their squats isn't that good. You can improve things like that, obviously, through getting better mobility, better shin mobility and hip mobility. You can also get and elevate your heels, get 2 like small plates and elevate your heels, or use something else to elevate your heels to get deeper range of motion in your squats. I do that a lot with my own clients. The main 4 things I would suggest for you to work on, so this is for example in a home workout, this is a gym, like a mini gym I have at my house, is I focus on push, pull, hinge, squat. Especially if you're just going to do a few workouts a week, that should be your base, right? Start off with your hinge or your squat, and then progress gradually throughout, and then focus on all these different things. So hinge could be like an RDL. Squat is obviously Bulgarian split squats. You can do that unilaterally, or you can do goblet squats, any type of variation. The next thing is shoulder press for push or push-ups, anything like that. And then another thing like rows for pull. So those should be the base core foundations of what you're going to get the most bang for your buck for, get the most intensity, and not have to spend hours in the gym, especially as an average person, especially if you have limited time. You could get a good workout in 30 minutes. The point is you've got it done, you've done your exercises correctly, you've got high intensity, and that is what we're all about on this channel, is quick, efficient workouts that are going to benefit you in the long run. Another thing is lack of consistency. Now, people don't have a schedule. I get life's very busy and that's very understandable, but they don't have a schedule or timings for when they want to work out and when they want to achieve certain things. It's all about prioritization and spreading it out throughout the week. Say not having your 3 weights days at the start of the week in a row. You need to have rest, you need to have recovery. That's how you're going to make the most out of your workouts. So what I would suggest is pick a day, try and have a day in between weights days and try and spread them out as best you can. Obviously, plan it around your work, plan it around your lunch breaks, whatever like that, or whenever you work. So say you work night shifts, you can do it at night, whatever, just before you work. But the point is you get it done quickly, and you're very efficient with it. You're not on your phone, because all these different things extend the time that you take and ultimately make it feel like you're doing more than you actually are, and you're taking more time out of your day that could be otherwise used efficiently. So Do what you believe is best for you in terms of your timing, what you have most energy with. Say if you're not on an empty stomach, you don't ideally want to be lifting on an empty stomach, especially if you're training with intensity. I believe that you'll be able to get more out of your workouts if you do have proper fuel, carbohydrates, etc. So that is what I would suggest, guys. I hope this video has been helpful. I hope it's been valuable. Drop a like, drop a subscribe if you're new. Any comments I will reply to. So drop any comments you'd like, or if you have any questions about this video, please let me know, and I shall see you later.